Hello, 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 everybody. I know that some of you might know that I absolutely love fastest math possible, but I don't play it too often because for a while there nobody was playing it. But I noticed it was back up with the arcade system, so I thought I'd give it another try. We've got SCV Rush Zerg player down in the bottom left. We have myself here in the bottom center, bottom right. We have another Protoss player, Jim Raynart. Really doesn't make sense. And of course, we have yet another Protoss player, Tronic, on our team. And our opponents will be Jinx or the Zerg player in the top right. Top center, we have Drizzit. Drizzit, you forgot to rally your SCVs. There we go, our probes. Wow, there we go, remembers. And here we have the Terran player, our CS Lax. And 7 Deuce. He's a Deuce. Okay, and as you can see, he's engineering bay rushing, which I'm not sure exactly what that does, other than the fact that he could probably build them before building a supply depot, whereas barracks you could not. And I'm just going for a minimalist build right now. I just get the bare minimum at the very beginning so I can get a couple quick neck side, produce my workers a lot faster. I'm in the center, like I've got someone on either side of me, so I don't expect to be attacked. If I was this guy or this guy, I would expect to be attacked kind of early. But here I'm kind of like, okay, I think I can afford to throw down a few neck side and just let my tech go as fast as possible. But without building production capability. And Protoss player here, Drizzit, saying, that's an interesting thing he wants to do. Saying that he wants to build Nexus as his wall in. I build Nexus around my minerals so that you can't bring high Templars in there and can't really do Hellion drops. That's kind of the whole reason why I do that. And anyways, yeah, we see the Zerg player getting some macro hatches because that's what Zerg got to do. He's got a spawning pool already. And the Zerg player down here obviously doesn't know how to play. Come on, look at that. 11 workers. Look at this Zerg player. Oh, he's not doing much better. Anyways, the Protoss player here, extremely not going any tech, which could bite him in the ass, potentially. And this Terran player also, his tech seems to be coming down just a little bit slow. Actually, no, this one, his tech is coming down slow because he's just doing barracks for now. He wants to get that early attack. And this Protoss player here, our friend Tronic, going for some double boards, but there we go, there's all of his gateways I was going to say, but when is he going to get gateways and units? So I throw up a few cannons just to sort of help. You always need these cannons too to make sure TTs don't slip into your base. And I'm starting to build a few gateways, but this game I've decided, you know what, hell, balls to the walls, I am going to go all just Stargate, and so I'm not going to do many. But this is kind of what you want to do. You want to do something like this, maybe a little faster, because when I'm doing gateways like this, my gateways would already be down, a lot of them. But also, if we look at the income tab now, as you can see, where the hell am I? There we go. 26. I'm actually not that far ahead, but at the same time, I'm really far ahead compared to some players. So definitely paying off in terms of economy. But if we look at the units tab, we've already got 10 Zerglings on the field, as well as 3 Marines and 4 Marines. Whew, this might be hard for us. But actually, that's our player who has some Zerglings out, which is cool. This player, though, actually, there we go. He has a ton of Zerglings now, 32. How did I miss that? No, wait, that was always their player. So he better get these warp gate. I hope his warp gate technology is done soon. Oh my god, it's not close to being done. And he has a bunch of Zerglings coming into his base. I can't help him out much either. My warp gate technology is not done. I have not been building units because I've just been doing so hardcore tech. Thankfully, though, all these Zerglings are being dumb. They're not looking for juicy things like this. And yeah, oh no, they've changed their mind. Now they want to go for the mineral line. As long as they do not get this, he has a chance. He has a chance, except that he has no minerals. Sweet, that sucks for him. Go back to mining, mister! Go back to mining! And this player, AFK basically, I don't know what happened to Jim Raynor. He must have left the game or something. Our Protoss player here, finally, he's been pretty safe just because no one's attacking him, but he's got absolutely nothing. Terran player here also taking a sweet-ass time. And this Terran player, he's getting there, a little faster than the other one. And the Zerg player who's been crushing with the Lings. So much damage. And interestingly enough, though, he's not controlling those units at all. And this Zerg player, there we go. That's what you want to do, get a lot of macro hatches, except that, it looks cool to creep going in a line like that. Except that he's just getting Zerglings, and it's like so late in the game already. You shouldn't just be on Zerglings this late in the game, Okay, maybe it's not that late in the game. But either way, as you can see, I'm just putting down my huge row of Stargates. Finally, a little bit behind on everything. If we look at the income tab again, you can see definitely a clear lead. I can't believe these players. Why do they not build more workers? Whatever. If they don't, no wonder why they're sucking so bad, because they're not building shit. This is so funny, though. He managed to get a few zealots out. I think he's already left the game because he could rebuild. Otherwise, no, he does not have the minerals to rebuild yet. And I just started producing probes here on this player, and sadly the Zerglings found him right away, and I was like, oh poop. I got a few Stalkers to help back up those cannons just for the mobility, and of course you need that, and this player has a ton of Zerglings. Yeah! Looks like almost everybody's a noob in this game except for me. I didn't realize that. I've definitely gotten a lot better at fastest map possible. We've got some Marines coming out here, and we've got, ooh, Battle Cruiser Rush. So I like that, except for the fact that, there we go, there's more starports. I was going to say nowhere near enough starports. And this player completely sucking, like, come on, Drizzit. Where's your production? This Zerg player definitely, now he's picking up, you know. And look at this, Thor there and some other things. And my Stargates are pumping away, and I'm going to have carriers out pretty soon. Pretty excited about that. Got my little Death Ball army there. Yeah. And, yeah, it's really, okay, we're going to have to speed this up. Like, if these guys are going to play this bad, we're going to have to speed this up. So, we see, interestingly enough, though, this guy does have siege mode, and he's got some Marines to back it up, and in 1v1, this would be a big army. But in 2v2, no. And I say, well, I'm going to try and bum rush into a siege tank so that they can't be as effective. And I just lose anyways, my whole freaking army. So now I'm just like, okay, I've got my carriers almost out. Let's finish them off. Let's wait for them. He's sending a steady stream of like 6 reinforcements at a time. Our Protoss player finally has some Stargates out, and he's doing the Artosis Pylon. Yeah. And we see a Roach switch coming out from the Zergy player. Oh, Roach Ling, yeah, baby. And this base is slowly being decimated, but look at this. I got some carriers, and I got a bunch of Zealots to deal with the ground units. That's kind of the idea. And look at the amount of Banelings being morphed in. We have, oh my gosh, over 80 Banelings already. That is just absolutely insane. Yeah, not too much going on. No more battle cruisers. Well, a bunch of Vikings first. There we go. Vikings be mixed in or something. And I'm going for the attack, and I say, screw it. Screw it. Come on, Zealots, hold the line. No, my Zealots are not holding the line, and the carriers, oh my god, the carriers are dying just so fast. But they managed to clean it all out. And there are, oh my god, 200 Banelings. This is gonna lag so bad when those Banelings hit. Oh my god. And this base almost finally being fully taken out by just these few units. And I say, okay, well, time to go save that base, baby. I just defeated his army, and it's, you know, he wasn't really building fast. Like, look at these. Look at the production tab. Like, here's mine. Okay, this player, this Zergy player, has a somewhat of a clue what he's doing, but everyone else is, like, so bad. And thankfully I have some Zealots in behind there. I don't know why he's so insistent on killing that pylon, but he really, really, really wants to. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he killed my pylon. Oh, no. So that's what he was super excited. And the Zerg player with, like, oh my god, lag of death. The Zerg player with his many, many roaches is starting to move out. And will the Banelings connect with anything? No, these are all battle cruisers. He has absolutely nothing to connect with right now. And I'll send my carriers in to help. But they're going to be caught between fighting the battle cruisers and fighting the Zerglings. I need some Zealots down here to deal with this. And the Banelings, what are they doing? What are they doing? They are going in. And they are rolling. Okay, this is way more interesting than watching my battle with carriers and Zealots. I want to see what all these Banelings are going to do other than nothing. This is so many Banelings. Okay, okay, okay. Target fires the command center. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. Oh, because Banelings won't automatically target fire buildings, so thankfully for me, there's no anti-air left as I crush everything, but I did not notice my fleet beacon got taken out there, so that's going to be definitely annoying. Mama ship pops out, hell yes to more lag, and the Banelings trying to clean things up, but now they got to deal with battle cruisers, so they're just like, screw it, we're going to destroy every building we can, and that is absolutely awesome with me. Even taking out supply depots, just because, oh, that's so awesome. And yeah, if we look at the units tab now, we can see hefty carrier count, 144 interceptors. Nothing good coming out of this Zerg player other than he finally has some Ultralists, so that is something good. And no, I have not. And who's building down here? Oh, I did not realize. So I'm gonna go help him now, but yeah. I didn't realize one of their players took a base down here, but really, there's no point in having 2 bases except for the fact that if like your mineral line gets stormed, okay, then yeah, it's useful having a second base, but it's like not super useful. And my carrier is just being complete total noobs and chilling out there and doing nothing. There we go, finally realized they need to move. And this player, he is not rebuilding at all anywhere. We can see the random cannons in the middle, because yes, that is really going to stop my huge army. And he's going for the Void Race, which apparently, Void Race seems to be underpowered, even when you max them out in this stupid map, so I don't go for them anymore. especially since like they just seem so underpowered. So yeah, there we go. I've taken control of this base finally and said, screw it. We need like the extra player in economy. Well, maybe we don't, but we kind of do. So now I'm going out and I see this army here by itself and I'm like, sweet, I'll kill off all these units before the reinforcements show up and I will be in such good shape. And then I see like double armies approaching me and I'm like, no, I see an army coming down to my base and I'm like, watch this, watch this. Oh, mass recall! Bam! Now I got my army back in my base to defend, but then again, I don't have that many carriers left, so only 14. So we'll see what happens here. But if we look at the production tab, 17 carriers at a time. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's not even all of my, that's not even all my Stargates going at once. Like, I don't know why they're not all going at once. But I finally do manage to clean this up, just barely. Those Zealots are now no, not completely useless. There's 2 Ultralists left. But thankfully, those reinforcements are just streaming in one at a time, and with some Stalkers, I'm able to finally clean this up. But whoa, what's this bunch of Zerglings? Oh, wait, Zerglings can't shoot the air. And my ally here, is he still in the game? Yes, he is, but I have no idea what he's doing other than nothing. If we look at the production tab, there we go. A crap load of Corruptors, 88 coming out at once. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty insane. If we look at this player, obviously does not have enough macro hatches. He's not like macroing at all. This Terran player really needs more Stargates, man. Come on, get those Stargates. And this Protoss player just sucks balls. So yeah, as you can see, rebuilding this base, and I'm just going to do like a ton of workers at this mineral patch was kind of my thought, and then just have a bunch of extra gateways because I can still build army supply out of this team. So I'm capped at 300 supply, but I can build extra supply, and there we go, those Zealots finally getting activated, and I'm like, oh crap. So I have no supply to be able to warp in units with, and warp gates are... oh, warp gate research was done. Anyways, there we go. I killed a couple of my own carriers to be able to free up supply to warp in those Zealots there. Who left the game? Somebody just left the game. And a massive amount of Corruptors. I'm not sure what they plan on doing. Oh, morphing into Broodlords. There we go. A lot of Broodlords. That is what they're doing. And we can see more and more Corruptors. Wow, that's a crap ton of Corruptors. And that was not my... yeah, my ally built a crap ton of Corruptors as well. I don't know where they are right now. Did they just finish? What? Oh, there they are. There's the massive Corruptor ball. And yeah, I do another mass recall because mass recall is effing sweet. But sadly, I couldn't vortex. There was so much lag. So much lag. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to keep building up this base and not watch the laggy battle and just hope my carriers are enough. Well, I obviously produce a whole bunch more carriers at once. So this is working out pretty good so far. I've got like 50 workers on there. I've got not enough on gas. But I got a bunch on minerals, and yeah, if you look at the economy, yeah, income tab. Oh baby, look at that. Look at that. The player I'm controlling actually has more mineral collection, but so basically like this is split between my other ally, so I'm getting like 8,000 minerals and like almost 4,000 gas per minute. So that's pretty damn epic sweet. Yeah, and there's a huge base there. And I'm saying yeah a lot, so. Okay. None. Let's go back to none. This game is just about over. There's really not much left these players can do. Yeah, this is like, I didn't realize they were quite that bad. Like the guy with the battle cruisers, he wasn't doing too bad, except that he just didn't have enough production facilities. And this Zerg player just kept building the wrong units. Like, he was always building, like he wasn't having a good build order. So, definitely could have improved that. And this player, well, him and the Protoss player just kind of sucked balls. So, but Drizzt, you know, he could still be in the game if he was actually playing, because we have not been attacking him or anything, but he would definitely have no chance of winning anymore. So, yeah, the last few games I've played definitely have been with a lot more skilled players. They've been a lot shorter and a lot faster, so that's why I didn't cast them, mostly because they're just shorter. There wasn't, like, cool things like, you know, some sweet mass recalls and a bunch of, like, random craziness. 220 Banelings of craziness. Oh yeah, 220 Banelings of craziness. That was definitely my highlight of this game, was all of those Banelings. I'm not gonna lie. So, as you can see, I am definitely maxed out again, and this player, I've got him up to 200 supply. How many miners? Oh yeah, 74 and 20. Now that's what we're talking about, 100 harvesters, almost. That is insane income. I I have so much money I couldn't even spend it because I don't have enough production facilities. Even if like my whole army died and I rebuilt a whole bunch of carriers at once, I would still have most of my money left. And this guy, he's just like, screw it, I'm just going to get Corruptor straight up to win the game because, well, our opponent's only getting Corruptor straight up, so no need to do anything else. And I'm chilling here with this huge army from Tronic and myself, and we're just like, yeah, baby. So anyways, that was the game. Let's speed it up just so you guys can see the very end. Whoa, 8 times is retarded. 8 times is like, as if I was lagging as hard as the first time I ever did recording. First time I made it fastest map possible recording, I was on such a crappy computer and the lag was just like, oh my. And I'm building a lot more production capability now for this Tronic player that I'm controlling. I was thinking I'd have 2 hotkeys worth of warp gates for him so I could warp in like, you know, 180 supply, 200 supply at once, but they do leave the game and we have won before I get my chance to have an epic amount of gateways on the battlefield. Well, hopefully you guys kind of like this game. Definitely, you know, it's a fun map. It's a lot of players. Like, you can see, though, if you, like, watched what the other players were doing, you could see the huge difference. Like, I went Stargate this game, so it's definitely a lot different, my build and construction compared to a lot of games. But you can see, like, Zerg, they need a ton of macro hatches. Like, that's what you just build. You build even more than this. You build, like, 15... No, you build, like, 25 hatcheries, so you can produce all day long. And then, like, you can see this Protoss player, I did know base management. Like, usually you want your base to be a bit prettier than this. I didn't do anything, but you can see this would be, like, what the game would look like maybe 8-9 minutes into the game for a Protoss player. And you just be able to warp in mass amounts of units. And you definitely want to get every research, every upgrade that you can. Like, there's no reason not to. Well, I forgot those two. I'm so sad. But really, there's no reason not to. And sometimes DTs can be super powerful because a lot of people forget these things. Detection. They really do. So DT sometimes can do so much damage, and if you get a chance, like a storm on the mineral line, oh, bam, look, I just killed all of your workers at once. Or Hellion drops. Don't do them. You're a cheesy bastard if you do. But, you know, those are quite effective, dropping the mineral line with any kind of splash damage. Like, so funny. He has, like, almost no income, but he's getting all of the income from, like, this player. Oh, okay. Hold on. We gotta see how much money he actually has. Oh yeah, he's got a ton of money, but like most of it's coming from, you know, this is getting split between the two of us. So, anyways, yeah, I love playing this map. I could show you the other ones I casted and lost if you really want, and you could definitely see some teams playing some really good games. But a lot of them were kind of short and sweet, so, you know, I'd only cast them if you guys are actually interested in like seeing what really good players do to win. And even then, they're not, like, really good. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. See you guys next time.